Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Brainwavezz. We in the building. It's time to do some work. I hope all is well, wherever you are. For those of you that don't know, my particular YouTube channel is all about exposing the truth. Do you understand? And there's a lot of situations where people are telling you half truths. If you tell a half truth, that is a lie. Do you understand? That is not telling the whole truth. And there's been a situation as of late. And I just want to show you, if you look at my YouTube channel, you will see my YouTube banner says exposing the truth on life. So I'm here to expose the truth. All right. When you do this, when you expose the truth, you're automatically going to be a target. People aren't going to like you. They're going to talk about you any chance they can. They're going to come in the live chat, try to attack, try to outsmart you, try to bait you, try to trick you, try to find some reason to justify them having an excuse to talk bad about you, or them having an excuse to make a video. Why? Because I'm a professional at what I do. You see, if I wasn't good at exposing the truth on people and situations, they wouldn't talk about me. They wouldn't sneak diss me. They wouldn't talk about me. They wouldn't be in the live chat talking about me. They wouldn't be in the comment section always talking about me. But see, people talk about me because I'm very good at what I do. And they don't like that. See, if I sucked, if I was bad, they would have nothing to say. But because I'm very effective, I'm one of the best to ever do this when it comes to exposing the truth, people are going to have a problem with it. With that being said, you can expect that when I get done with this particular live stream, there's going to be some people. There's going to be some people that are going to obviously be upset and try to have something to say. I'd like to welcome you all that are here. If you haven't subscribed, I kindly ask that you do so. This is what we do on my channel for those of you that are new. For my old heads, my OGs, my regulars, you already know what it is. And I appreciate your continued viewership and your continued support. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hitting the like button allows other people that may be new just like you, or even our regular viewers, to get notified of this particular live stream. So thank you for those of you that have done that. Thank you to those of you that support the platform. Shout out to my members. I really do appreciate you all. I'm nothing without your support. With that being said, what I want to talk to you about is we're going to talk about this company called Homeaglow. Okay. It is a cleaning company. And what we're going to see is that this particular scam of Homeaglow, it exposes Prosecutor of Evil. You know him as Epic Mindsets. It just literally destroys the whole legitimacy of his argument, talking about he's got a legit business and he's moving this way and that way. Listen, let me make something clear. Birds of the same feather flock together. Prosecutor of Evil, aka or formerly known as Epic Mindsets, you know, he's literally a pipe writer of a content creator by the name of Newbury Global Truth. Every chance he's like, big bro, he's trying to do something to get his attention. He's like, look at me, Newbury, look at what I'm doing here. He thinks that he can single-handedly bring down Ringo TV Reactions, which is another content creator, and not just another content creator, but an OG. He's been on this platform since 2006, and he's been exposing false prophets, these pastors, all types of situations. This is nothing new. So, you know, this guy, Prosecutor of Evil, believes that he's so smart and he just has everything that he needs. But I warned him, and I warned many people, to not come on this platform and think that you got the upper hand. Because see, I think people underestimate me and they take me for granted. But when I speak and when I put this content out here, everyone listens. I have people in high places that listen. I have platforms that are very well known that listen. They listen in the clouds and they don't comment. You will not see them comment. They will not leave one comment. They will not leave one live chat message, but they're listening. They're watching. Prosecutor of Evil, you jumped the gun. You spoke too soon. And what my job is, I'm going to show you how he tried to make Ringo TV Reactions look like a fraud. tried to make Ringo TV reactions look like he was wrong when he actually exposed Prosecutor of Evil, formerly known as Epic Mindsets, for not being legit. We'll just put it like that. Yeah. See, let me tell you something. Birds of the same feather flock together. And I said that earlier. What you see with Prosecutor of Evil, formerly known as Epic Mindset, is that he is associating his business on a company platform that is known for scamming and frauding people, that has tons of bad track record. I'm going to show you all of these things, right? I'm going to show you all these things. I got receipts. I come to bring receipts. He wants to yoke himself. He has yoked himself. He has chosen to set up shop and residence with a platform that is known for scamming a ton of people. And again, I'm going to show you a bunch of information about the platform. I got videos. We're about to get into it. I'm going to show you a lot of receipts. This takes the legitimacy out of Epic Mindsets, now known as Prosecutor of Evil's business, his cleaning business. It takes the whole legitimacy out of it. And not only does it take the legitimacy out of his cleaning business, this takes the legitimacy out of his so-called designer business, his clothing business, whatever it is that he's getting to, all of his businesses, because he's choosing to yoke himself on a platform that has a very bad reputation, very bad credibility. Okay. That takes the legitimacy out of what he's doing. He'd have been better off just trying to do this on his own. I tried to give this guy advice before in the past. I tried to do this last year. He don't listen. I'm giving it to him now. He's not going to listen because he thinks he knows everything. He thinks because he had a successful car salesman career that he just knows everything. No, you know how to hustle people. You know how to speak to people. You know how to run all of that. I've been in car sales. I've done everything that this guy could ever think about doing. That's one thing about me. I've worked in just about every industry. I've had jobs. I've had careers. I've done just about everything under the sun. This legit. Let me make that clear. This legit. Okay. So I know what people are getting into. I know how they think and how they operate. And so I tried to tell this guy, but he doesn't want to listen. He steadily wants to associate himself with another content creator that is also associated with an MLM that has a bad reputation, that the actual customers are the employees. What type of business that you know of that all of the customers are employees? That's right. All of the customers are the employees. Something's wrong with that business structure. That's not sustainable. It's not legit. I've already exposed that. And you see, birds of the same feather flock together. You have this guy, Prosecutor of Evil, formerly known as Epic Mindsets, trying to look up to New Breed. So it doesn't surprise me that he chooses to yoke his cleaning business on a platform that is known for scamming people. Doesn't surprise me because he's following in the footsteps of another content creator by the name of New Breed, Global Truth, who is also a part of an MLM. That's a Freemasonic, satanic leadership organization. The nine, we've been through that. I've got videos for those of you that don't know. It's on my platform. I'm going to want to focus on Prosecutor of Evil. And so, again, it does not surprise me that birds of the same feather flock together. The legitimacy of these guys, the legitimacy of these businesses that they're with, it's not there. And this is irregardless of whatever type of service that they deliver to you, like the quality of the service they deliver to you. If the platform that they're choosing to associate with is fraudulent, that means that they are essentially fraudulent. That's going to damage their reputation. Okay. It's a reason why, for example, when you see celebrities and they get in trouble or there's some scandal or some situation, and there's a lot of social media buzz, or the public is watching what's going on, or maybe there's a legal case, and all of a sudden you'll see that brands will drop their deals, companies will disassociate. Why? Because that's negative. That's going to hurt their legitimacy and their reputation. So for this Prosecutor of Evil content creator, Apologetics, now formerly known as Epic Mindsets, his whole legitimacy is done. So his whole argument of making a video trying to say that, oh, I got you, Ringo, and all that, bruh, just stop. And I warned you before, And this is a light version of how deep I can actually go into this. So, with that being said, let's kind of get into some things. I want to show you a couple of things before we get into the videos about Homeaglow, okay? Because I think when you see this, you'll understand, okay? Some of you are wondering, let me see if I can get this on the screen for you. Let's see. Let's get this on the screen, okay? I'm going to show you a picture, all right? Before we go there, I'm going to show you a picture. This picture here, okay, this is Prosecutor of Evil Apologetics, formerly known as Epic Mindset, okay? This is his Homeaglow page. If you look up top, you see Homeaglow, okay? Put a 1 in the chat if you see it says Homeaglow at the top. Okay, put a 1 in the chat if you can see in the top left corner, it says Homeaglow. Again, shout out to Marissa, Karen Powell, J.M. Carty, or J. McCarty, I'm sorry, MWLIA 88, King Dros, Mashonda Knight. What's going on, Mashonda? I'm glad you finally caught me. Glad to have you here. Joanne, Marilyn Edwards. Yeah, Mashonda says she's in New York. Shout out to my people still in New York, from New York. Like I said, I know a lot about New York. My parents, they were born and raised in the Bronx. I spent a lot of time in New York, in the boroughs. I still have family up there. I go up there. I got people that I know up there. Shout out to my peeps in New York. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. So what's up, Mashonda? I'm AT Alien, DSGB, born and raised, you know what I'm saying? Born and raised here in Atlanta, ATL ho. However, I got a lot of respect for my New York peeps. She says she's in NYC and she's been called up that clown Epic Mindsets. He's living in a government funded apartment and has crackhead tendencies. I know a lot of people like him that hustle the system. He's new breed, basically 2.0. Wow. I mean, hey, listen, we're going to get into it. My purpose here is to show you that this guy is acting like he's just got such a legit and such a credible business. And he's like, yeah, I'm making all these credible moves. But I'm starting with his cleaning business. He don't even want me to go into his clothing business. Like, don't even get me started with all of this. This guy is not legit. Like, if y'all thinking that this guy is legit, he's not. And he's not making the legit moves. Let me make something clear. Look me up. I have 2 business administration degrees and I have 2 marketing degrees. Okay. I have 2 business degrees and 2 marketing degrees. That's right. College educated, all these degrees. I've worked for tons of Fortune 500 companies. The list goes on and on and on. Like I said, I've been in just about almost every industry that most people generally go into. So I know how this stuff works. Okay. The moves that this guy's making is not legit. All right. He's trying to make you think he has a legit cleaning business. If he decides to respond to this video, then I'm going to go even deeper with this. Okay, this is just the light version. But if he chooses to try to go in and act like what I'm saying is wrong, then I'm gonna go real deep. I'm just gonna shut the narrative down because, like I said, him and those guys, they're not legit, but they want to go around on the internet like they legit, like they established, like they're doing things the right way, and they not. And they're not going to take accountability and be like, you know what? I appreciate you. Appreciate you for putting me up on game. Let me change my ways. Nah, they just either going to get quiet and go run and hide in the shadows or try to run the scam and scam as many people as they can and fake it off like they legit. So back to what I was showing you. If you take a look at this, again, take a look at this. This is, and I see the ones in the chat. What's up, Robin? I got ones in the chat. Let me put a couple of these on the screen. The ones represent my viewers here in the live chat seeing that it says Homeaglow, okay, above Epic Mindsets, now Prosecutor of Evil Apologetics, okay, here on YouTube. All right, his name is Jamie. You see it right here. Now, you look at here, you see these 5-star reviews. It's like 52 reviews, 5-star reviews. I'm going to show you how these 5-star reviews, especially on this platform, don't have a lot of credibility and weight. You see, he's making videos talking about he's got all this credibility and weight. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and show you this before we start getting into the information. All right. Let's see. We will do, let me see which one I want to do. Which one do I want to do? I guess we'll do this one. Okay. We'll do one of the most recent videos that he just put out. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. We'll get this on the screen. We're going to do this like this. All right. So this is Prosecutor of Evil Apologetics. You see that his face here matches the particular image that we had earlier. We saw his Homeaglow page, right? Okay. Now, you're going to hear what he has to say, and then we're going to break all of this down. I'm going to show you that what he's talking about is the legitimacy is not there. All right, let's go.
Peace, 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 my brothers and sisters. I had to do this video for my dear friend Ringo TV Reactions, because Ringo TV Reactions, he's been a very, very big influence in my life lately. I mean, I'm sorry, New Breed. I gave you a shout out saying that you kind of like rekindled the spark, but my man went on ahead and just poured gasoline on the spark. Now your boy is lit. But Ringo, I got some good news for you. Since you are my #1 fan, since you believe that all of my work is simply unbelievable, you're going to be my business partner. Let me tell you how it's going to work, my brother. But before I tell you how it's going to work, I want to get into something, because you being Ringo Dingo Malingo lied. You lied. You lied on my hard work, brother. Okay? I got 5-star reviews, flawless. You work, brother. Okay? I got 5-star reviews, flawless. You work, brother. Okay? I got 5-star reviews, flawless. You lied, but you made me feel amazing, because you told me pretty much that that's like impossible. You pretty much said that what I did is impossible. So what I'm going to do for you, Stingo Lingo, and your little silly demented followers is we're going to count the 5-star reviews. We're going to go through them. And maybe I missed something. Maybe there's a 4-star review, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star review. Maybe I got some negative reviews like you do, because I know you wouldn't dare show your track record for anything.
Now, what I'm going to show you, and I want to interject, is that he's trying to make it seem like because there's a bunch of 5-star reviews on his page, again, that there's some type of legitimacy behind that. But what I'm going to show you is how this Homeaglow company operates. And when I get done, you're going to see that those 5-star reviews mean nothing. They mean absolutely nothing. Okay. I'm telling you, this guy should have never put this video out. And I sat back and wait. Many of you that are my regulars be wondering, where's Brainwavezz? How come he's not putting out any content? I'm also working. I'm involved in the community. There's so many things I'm doing. You know, this time of the year is a heavy time of the year for, you know, certain individuals. So, you know, I'm there for people. I'm helping people out. I'm doing things for my family. I'm taking care of business. Do you understand? And I'm also sitting back here in these YouTube streets and I'm watching people make videos. I'm waiting to see if they're going to actually own up to things. I'm waiting to see how they're going to move or lack thereof. And so everything with me is very strategic. It's like playing chess. See, these guys are putting out videos thinking that they legit, thinking they got the upper hand. And I already got the checkmate. I've been at the checkmate. The Most High, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, gave me the checkmate the moment that he put it on my heart to expose these guys. They've already been checkmated. But see, they think that they can outsmart and, you know, move this way and do all this. Listen, y'all, you're going to see how these 5-star reviews mean nothing. I'm going to play a little bit more of this. Let's go.
You don't have a whole bunch of people that have nothing but good things to say about you. You don't have that. But let's go on ahead and take a look, Lingo. Now, let's go. Let's check it out. We got, and let me click some, let's get this down here. We got, let me go all the way to the top. So I had to scroll myself.
Okay, so right here, again, you can see on his own video, he's showing you his Homeaglow page. You can see that he charges 30. Let me do it like this real quick. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Let's switch so you can see it. You can see that he charges $30. Okay, if you look here at the top right corner, you're gonna understand why he charges $30. I'm gonna explain all of this, okay? He said he's got 30 repeat appointments, okay? If you really think about this, if he has 30 repeat appointments, then out of those 52 reviews, you could say 30 of them are the same customers, okay? Um, he's kind of only has like 20 something, so because it's more than 52 reviews I think that he has now currently, new customers, but you get the point that we're talking about, okay? um anyway, let's just continue. Let's continue. Hold on one second, let me switch it back this way and let me do something real quick. All right, let's go.
Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Where you at, Ringo? 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54 actually. So I give myself less credit than I actually deserve. But that's 54. Maybe it's 53. Maybe I kind of went too fast. But the point is I went through everything for you. And it just reminded me of how much of a big dummy you are. So because you're a big dummy, I got a bright idea. So this guy doesn't just have to be a dummy. He's going to be my business partner / dummy, because what I'm going to do in this nice little corner right here, because I'm a fashion designer, I'm going to buy a mannequin. Guess what I'm going to name the mannequin? Ringo. Ringo Dingo. I'm going to put your hat and the dreads on it. And I'm going to dress the mannequin up in all of my prototype. So far, we, Ringo, have the GA9s coming in. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be grinding so that I can continue to get these prototypes, because I have my sweaters, I have my jackets, I have my hats, I have my belts. We're doing this fast. And you are going to help me to fund the prototypes, because I'm going to do a series of videos. I'm going to go into all of your old videos. You see, I'm going to dress you up like a dummy, and I'm going to address you twice. Literally, I'm going to address you twice. You see, I'm going to dress you up. I'm going to have the Ringo dummy. I'm going to dress the dummy up. I'm going to address you. Double entendre. I'm addressing you twice. And I will always remember, and I would always think every time I see this dummy, if it wasn't for Ringo, I wouldn't have the passion that I have right now. You see, I've been blessed having gone through the things that I've gone through. You guys have the wrong perception of me. Where I stay at right now is by no means an apartment. I have the mindset, even though he's a reptilian, wicked demon, of Elon Musk. He didn't get an apartment. His first place was not an apartment. It was a small office. That's how I view this place where I'm at right now. This is a small office for me, where I can rest, where it's mine, it's peaceful, it's tranquil. I can close the door, lock it, and I can sit here and think of all of my ideas. I'm manifesting my cleaning business. I'm manifesting my cleaning business. I'm manifesting my cleaning business.
And by the way, him saying he's manifesting his cleaning business is not a biblical term. This guy talking about manifesting is a new age term. Okay. Which I keep trying to tell y'all, right? I keep trying to tell y'all that this whole manifestation is, let me show you this. Okay. Y'all got to understand this. When you hear somebody talk about their manifesting, that's not somebody that follows the Most High. And this is another thing. Okay. The guy's talking about Ringo all day, talking about he's going to set up a Ringo mannequin in there. Like, you see how he has an obsession with Ringo. All his videos are about Ringo, and so does the guy that he looks up to, Newbury. Newbury has an obsession with Ringo. He has Ringo in his video intros. He sneak dissing Ringo. He sneak disses me and Rollo as well. But these guys right here, when they talk about manifesting, let me play this back so you can understand. Okay, I want you to listen to this. Listen to this.
Think of all of my ideas. I'm manifesting my cleaning business. I'm manifesting my cleaning business. I'm manifesting my cleaning business. I'm manifesting my cleaning business.
When you hear someone talk about manifesting, I need you to understand that is a new age term, okay? That is not in the Bible, okay? We're asking the question, is manifesting biblical? Should a righteous man or woman of the Most High, you claim you're a Christian, you're a Catholic, you're a Hebrew Israelite, or some other Protestant, and you follow the Bible, should you be manifesting? Manifesting in the modern law of attraction sense, using thoughts, words to control reality. That's what they talk about, or manifesting, right? That's what he said. Is generally not considered biblical. Okay? Manifesting is not biblical. So this guy that claims he's an ordained minister, do not make me play the video clip where he says, yeah, I'm an ordained minister. Because I will play it. And I might play it anyway just for the heck of it. It says it's generally not considered biblical as it clashes with God's sovereignty. Do you understand? This guy claimed he's following the Most High, but he said he's manifesting his cleaning business. This already's taken the legitimacy out of it because he claims he's an ordained minister. He claims he's doing everything following the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the biblical God, right? But yet he's talking about manifesting his cleaning business. And you wonder why he's on a platform that's a scam. And when I get to that in just a second, you're going to see like, whoa. Okay. This guy should have never came on the internet and talk about it. So manifesting is generally not considered biblical as it clashes with God's sovereignty. Okay. In the Bible, when you hear the word manifest, meaning reveal and make known for spiritual truths. Okay, this is for spiritual truths, not starting a business. Do you understand? When you hear about manifesting in the Bible, it's about revelation knowledge regarding spiritual truths. Not getting a car, not getting a house, not getting a man, getting a woman, whatever it is, et cetera, starting a cleaning business. Okay. It's about not making known spiritual truths and encouraging us as believers to ask and seek with faith in God. Okay. That is what you're supposed to be doing. And if this guy was doing that, how come he said that he's manifesting? Notice how when I'm going to pull the video back up, he said that he's manifesting, right? He didn't say that God is helping him. He said that he's manifesting. Listen.
Think of all of my ideas. Lock it, and I can sit here and think of all of my ideas.
He can sit there and think of all his ideas. Not the Most High, not the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob can give him his ideas.
Lock it, and I can sit here and think of all of my ideas. I'm manifesting my cleaning business.
He didn't say that the Most High is going to bless him with the cleaning business, that the Most High is going to get him here. See, this is signs of a false prophet. This guy's talking about he's an order. Let me pull this up, man. Let me pull this up real quick, and then we're going to move on. Listen, these guys should have never, ever, ever came here on social media and went down this path. Never. Should have never did this. Never, ever, 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 ever done this. But you know, they think they're so smart. They think they're so wise. So smart, so wise. Let me see if it's on here real quick. Give me 1 second. I wasn't actually planning on showing this particular thing because I was going into some other things, but give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. I have it already in another video. Yes, I found it. Okay. Let me see. Now, here's the irony. This guy just, oh my goodness. Okay, let me show you something. Didn't he just say that he calls his place an office, right? He's not calling this an apartment. He's calling his place an office. Listen.
Reptilian wicked demon of Elon Musk. He didn't get an apartment. His first place was not an apartment. It was a small office. That's how I view this place where I'm at right now. Apartment. It was a small office. That's how I view this place where I'm at right now. Apartment. It was a small office. That's how I view this place where I'm at right now.
He said it is a small office. Okay. Now, let's go into something that he said in the past, because you all need to understand this. You all need to hear this, and we need to document this. Okay. Now, I want you to listen to what he said. He said it was a small office, but listen to this.
And then I got a home. Then I became an independent contractor. And then I got a home. Then I became an independent contractor. And then I got a home. And then I got a home. And then I got a home. And then I got a home.
This guy said that it is a small office. He just said it was a small office, but earlier he said he got a home. So which one is it a house or is it a home? Because he was criticizing Ringo TV Reactions for saying that, you know, that's his house or his apartment or whatever it is. And then he just went on earlier to say an apartment like Elon Musk. And he said, this is not an apartment. This is a small office. Then this guy here says that he's growing a small business. He's talking about he's became an independent contractor. The independent contractor is him hooking up with Homeaglow cleaning services. I'm going to show you all this in a second.
And then I got a home. Then I became an independent contractor. Independent contractor. Independent contractor. Independent contractor. Now I'm growing a small business. I became an ordained minister. I became an ordained minister. I became an ordained minister. I became an ordained minister.
Now, if he became an ordained minister, then he should know better about talking about your manifesting, because manifesting is a new age term. And this is what I tell you. You got all these false prophets on social media, and all these people flocking to them. Oh, I like what they got to say. Why? Because they tickling their ears. They're saying the exact words that they like to hear. And then they try to make it look like they're exposing people. But the only people that they focus on exposing are people like myself. The actual true men and the true women out there that are in the same biblical line of work of the Most High, of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are the only people they focus on. Yeah, I got to make my videos and bring them down. And see, that's where they make a grave error, because you could never touch the Most High's anointed. That's what the Bible says, touch not my anointed. And y'all trying to touch us with content, and it does not work. Every time it does not work. Okay? We already caught this guy saying that he became an ordained minister, but yet he's talking about manifesting. You see how these people do? They be all up in the Bible, all up in the church, talking about God this, God that, scripture here, scripture there, quoting scriptures all day, acting like they righteous. Hey, I don't do this. I don't celebrate these holidays. I don't go around doing this, but they a straight demon. What good is it if you don't celebrate so-called holidays, but then you a straight demon? You don't keep no law, statutes, and commandments. You don't follow what the Bible says. You a straight hell-raising demon. You refuse to take accountability. You refuse to come correct, even when other brothers and other sisters ask. You see what I'm saying? Other brothers and sisters be asking, these guys just get quiet, then they want to run. You see what I'm saying? When I do my content, they get quiet. They want to talk about celebrities all day and talk about Trump and talk about everything else, but they don't want to face the music. But they think that they know what they're doing when they come out here. And I just sit back and I wait and I watch and I don't say nothing. But when I speak, it's effective because the Most High tell me exactly when to speak. Now, this guy said he became an ordained minister. And listen to why he said it.
I became an ordained minister. I became an ordained minister. I became an ordained minister. Not because I'm ready to go out and preach to the world, because I'm full of mistakes and I'm still full of sin.
But how you going to become an ordained minister and not want to go out there and preach the word of God? Like, what is the point of becoming an ordained minister and you're not trying to go out there and preach the word of God? That's the whole point. That's the whole point of becoming an ordained minister. I used to work in a mega church. Listen, these guys can't run no hustle on me. I was employed. My paycheck, you understand? My paycheck came from church. Came from a nonprofit mega church. I know all about ministry. I know about the ins, the outs. I know how it worked. I was the finance guy. I know who pays what, cut check. But can't nobody run no hustle on me. I seen everything. I've been behind the scenes with all types of organizations, all types of Protestants. I've been to all, listen, I know how this stuff works. I know how it works. I don't need to watch a TV show or come on social media to figure out how it works. I was there. Do you understand? I know how this works. I wasn't just in ministry. I've done that too. I've been a part of ministries. Listen, been there, done that. These guys can't run no hustle on me. You talking to somebody that was there, someone who has the legitimacy. See, when you look at me, you check my track record is there. If somebody want to pull up, well, Brainwavezz did work for a mega church. I'm not trying to mention the church because I'm not here to put that church on blast. But I was there. People know me. They're like, yeah, Brainwavezz was in the church. My first album, From the Streets to the Church. That was back in 2006. All out in the stores, all the Target, Best Buy, all the major retailers. It's still on Apple Music, Amazon Music. It's out there, all the platforms now. I was there. Nobody could tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. I have the legitimacy, but when you look at these guys, you got to wonder, okay, what's their background? And I'm not saying you can't come from a background and change your ways and be there, but where's the legitimacy? What I'm establishing here is that whatever this guy says, there's no legitimacy behind it. He could talk as eloquent as he want. He could put together things, but where's the legitimacy? Where's the track record of legitimacy? And that's what I want you all to understand. When this guy open his mouth, when he make videos, when he say stuff, he about to do this. Where's the legitimacy? Same thing with the guy he trying to follow with New Breed. Listen, that guy ain't got no legitimacy. He talking about all this stuff, but where's his legitimacy? Come on now. This guy said he became an ordained minister not to go out and preach. Listen.
I became an ordained minister. Not because I'm ready to go out and preach to the world, not because I'm ready to go out and preach to the world, not because I'm ready to go out and preach to the world because I'm full of mistakes and I'm still full of sin. But as a spiritual commitment, a step closer.
And you know, he be throwing up them hand signs. Look at this.
Mistakes and I'm still full of sin. But as a
hold on a second. Hold on. Let me show you something. Slow this down real quick. He be making them hand signs, man.
Mistakes and I'm still full of sin. But
y'all see this? You see how his hand? You see how his hand is almost like the devil hand sign? Look, he got his thumb out. He got his index finger here, and he got his pinky finger out, and he got the hands folded. But his boy always talking about, look at Erica Kirk throwing up the devil hand sign. And then New Breed, ironically, running with Freemasons, a part of Planet Marketing and Teletravel. Don't make me pull up the videos. Listen, they out there. All them guys that he run with throwing up them hand signs, throwing up the devil horns. And this is who this guy want to be associated with. Let me pull it up real quick because there might be some new people watching and they have no idea who I'm talking about. And it's like, wait, what are you talking about? Devil signs, whatever. So let me show you this. Okay. These are some of the people that New Breed is running with. Okay, and this is the guy that that Epic Mindset is trying to be like. Okay. Let me just show you this real quick. There's more, but that's kind of want you to see. Okay, so the guy, hold on. Y'all can't see it. Let's do it like this. All right. So the guy right here, this is Donald Bradley, okay, of Planet, the CEO of Planet Marketing and Teletravel. Okay. You see him throwing up the Masonic diamond hand sign, Freemasonic satanic hand sign. This is New Breed. New Breed had to cut his hair off and do a ritual in order to be a part of Planet Marketing and Teletravel, but he never show you his head. He ain't show you that he actually cut his hair off. It's like he's scared to show you. He keep a cat on, keep some type of head wrap, something on, whatever. He will not show you that he cut his locks off. But he was talking about, oh, my locks, these are godly locks. Then this guy right here is a 3-star marketing director. And this is not just some random guy. This is his right-hand man's father-in-law, David Washington. Throwing up you saw it with the devil hand sign. Let me show you another one real quick. Because again, there may be some new people watching and y'all may have never seen this. So let me show you. Let's see which one I want to show you. We'll go to this one. This is a good one. Okay. And I'm gonna get back to the other video. Okay. Again, this is the guy. So this is the guy with the blue on right here. This is New Breed. This is who Prosecutor of Evil Apologetics, formerly known as Epic Mindset, he riding his pipe. He always like, yeah, my big brother New Breed, New Breed, New Breed. Every time he talk about us, New Breed. You see New Breed hugged up here with Donald Bradley. Okay, that's the one who's throwing up the diamond sign. He's also a member of Alpha Phi Alpha A5A, one of the Divine Nine. New Breed talked about how they're satanic and all this stuff, but he has not responded to this proof. This is not no smear campaign. These are literally facts and records here. See, when I come on social media, I deal with facts and records. I ain't got time to be smearing and lying. I'm showing you straight facts and records. Okay, he's hugged up with these guys. See this guy on the right? That's New Breed's right hand man, you with the czar. And see this guy right here on the left? This is David Washington. Okay, this is the 3-star marketing director. That's why you see the 3 pins on his jacket. You look right here. This is him. Okay, see him with the star, the same type of star that you get in Hollywood. Okay, the same one. And then you can see him right here throwing up the devil sign. So I mean, like this guy need to stop playing. He need to stop playing around. Okay. Let me get back to this video because I want to show you the actual proof of some things in a second. We just want to establish this video, and then we're just gonna go ahead and decimate everything. Let's go.
This is a small office for me where I can rest, where it's mine, it's peaceful, it's tranquil. I can close the door, lock it, and I can sit here and think of all of my ideas. I'm manifesting my cleaning business. I'm manifesting my cleaning business. I'm manifesting my cleaning business.
That's not in the Bible, sir. Um, that's not in the Bible, sir. And then listen what he wants to do. Watch this.
Brothers and sisters, I want to show you how you take your enemies that insist on playing checkers with you and turning it into a chess match and drowning them.
So you talk about turning it into a chess match and drowning them. Okay, so if this is a game of chess, I want to know by the time I get done with this video, who's going to be swimming, who's going to be drowning. Let's go.
You see, when he went against the other brother, he kept running his mouth so much that he put him in the beginning of his intros. He didn't have to say a word. All you got to do is just play his videos, and that says it all.
So he's talking about how New Breed plays Ringo, myself, and Floridia and Rollo in the beginning of all his videos. That's what he's talking about. I want to show you one other thing, and then we're going to get into the information here. I know this is what y'all been waiting for. It's just going to be the information back to back to back to back to back. Let's see here. You know what? Well, we're just gonna stop here. Let's get into the information, okay? I want you all to see this. Okay, so let's take a look at Homeaglow. Okay, because as I showed y'all earlier, and let me just show it one more time for people that may have just pulled up. You know, some people just pulled up, they don't know. This is, I'm sorry, it's not on the screen. My apologies. Hold on. Okay. This is Prosecutor of Evil Apologetics, Epic Mindsets, Homeaglow account. Okay. He's bragging about, oh, I got these 52 5-star reviews. I'm legit. I'm legit. Okay. You see it. Homeaglow. All right. Now, let's get into the actual company. Okay. Let's get into some things about Homeaglow. All right. Well, let's do this. Okay. And I'm going to show you some videos. We're going to get into all of this. Okay. First of all, Homeaglow is not a Better Business Bureau accredited company. Okay. It is not a BBB company. Okay. So you need to be extra careful when a large company, especially, is not an accredited business. Okay. There's some complaints here. All right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see. Uh, let's take a look at this. It says in September of 2024, the Better Business Bureau submitted a written request to the company, Homeaglow, encouraging them to address their advertising concerns. However, as of October 2025, as of October this year, the Better Business Bureau conducted a follow-up investigation and concluded the advertising concerns previously noted remains. So that means that they have not addressed the concerns. It says based on an evaluation of the consumer complaints and consumer review data, the Better Business Bureau's file conditions indicate that this business has a pattern of complaints and customer reviews of concerning nature. On September 12, 2024, Better Business Bureau submitted a written request to the company encouraging them to address their pattern of complaints. Notice it's a pattern of complaints. It says, please see below for detailed information regarding this pattern of complaint. The Better Business Bureau will update this profile with any additional information when it is available. Obviously, it's been no update. Now, in July 2024, the Better Business Bureau, we'll just say BBB, began investigating Homeaglow's business practices. This investigation was prompted by a volume of complaints and customer reviews of concerning nature received by BBB. Based on an evaluation of the consumer complaints and consumer review data, BBB files indicate that this business has a pattern of complaints concerning contract issues, billing or collection issues, refund issues, and customer service issues. Specifically, consumers allege 1. Billing or collection issues. It is unclear or misleading billing and contract practices. Customer complaints allege unexpected reoccurring charges, usually ranging from $49 to $53 a month, after customers believe they were purchasing a one-time promotional cleaning. Many cite a 6-month membership or forever clean plan they say was never clearly disclosed. Attempting cancellation often trigger additional early termination fees ranging from $100 to $300, described as hidden or deceptive. What about the refund and cancellation issues? Consumers describe months of unacknowledged refund requests, with some stating that the company continued charging after cancellation. Numerous customers allege only automated emails and non responsive web forms. This means you're not speaking to a live person. Service issues, okay? Repeated reports of cleaners arriving late, leaving early, not cleaning as agreed, or not showing up at all. Some complaints allege fraudulent charges for appointments not completed or cleaners marking jobs complete when they didn't occur. A few reports involve theft or property damage by cleaners with alleged inadequate response from Homeaglow. Customer service and communication failures. That's right. We got to log all of this. Okay. A strong pattern of inaccessible or unhelpful support, with customers alleging there is no phone number, slow email response, and no escalation options. Advertising and marketing concerns. Multiple customers allege misleading ads, both on TV and online, promoting a $19 cleaning without clear disclosure of membership fees or contract terms. Some mention persistent spam calls or texts after expressed disinterest. Now, let's take a look at the actual website. We're looking at Homeaglow. I'm going to show you. You see right here, it's talking about 5-star house cleaning at affordable prices. Top rated cleaners, affordable pricing, easy booking online. You can see right here. It says get clean for $19. You see? They're just making it seem so easy. Your first home cleaning from just $9. Now they got one $9. For 2 hours, you can get your home clean for $9. Or so that's what it seems like. Then 3 hours, $19. For 4 hours, $39, and 6 hours, $79. Okay. It says subsequent cleanings are more affordable than 99% of professional cleaning companies. They're trying to compare themselves with actual legitimate professional cleaning companies. Homeaglow is not a legitimate professional cleaning company. Okay. It says with a membership, the first cleaning is discounted $19 for 3 hours, for example. But you got to get a membership to get that rate, you see? Then future cleaning start at $23 an hour plus $59 monthly billed until canceled. So you got to pay for the cleaning and pay $60 a month. It says canceling before 6 paid months results in your first cleaning being charged at full price. So that whole $100 to $300 charge to cancel, that's really how much services should be. But they talking about it's cheaper than professional cleaning services. No, it's not. Then they have a Forever Clean membership, saves you $30 an hour on all your future cleanings. And then they got this $23 an hour Forever Clean membership rate. I guess they crossing out the $53 hourly rate. Talking about unbeatable prices. And then here you see it says thousands of happy customers trust cleaners on Homeaglow for their house cleaning service. Look, 47 minutes ago, see how it's got 5 stars right here. Another 5 stars 56 minutes ago. Another 5 star 1 hour ago. Another 1 hour ago. Look, I can hit load more. You see this? All of these are so-called 5 star reviews. You see this 5 star, 5 star. I can just keep loading more. 5 star, 5 star. So you're like, wow, this is an excellent company. This company's legit. Okay. If you notice, you look at all of these housekeepers and maids on Homeaglow, all of them are 5 stars. Like everybody's 5 star, 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. So it should be no surprise that when you see Jamie Brown, when you see Epic Mindsets, aka Prosecutor of Evil Apologetics with a 5 star account, it shouldn't surprise you. Now, let me move on to the next thing. You have the consumer advocacy group Tina.org, which is Truth in Advertising, has reported that a significant percentage of Homeaglow's reviews on Trustpilot were found to be fabricated. You understand that? Following an inquiry from Tina.org, Trustpilot investigated Homeaglow's profile and discovered that 30% of all reviews posted in the last 6 months are fabricated. This led Trustpilot to send the company a cease and desist letter. Consequently, Homeaglow's rating on Trustpilot plummeted from a high excellent rating to a very low one, and thousands of reviews were removed. I kind of mentioned this already. It says, additionally, independent reviews and complaints on platforms like Reddit. Now, you know Reddit's another platform. And the Better Business Bureau suggests that many positive reviews on Homeaglow's own site or certain third-party sites may be controlled or not representative of the typical customer experience. Consumers have reported that bad reviews left on the company's page were deleted. Okay. We kind of looked at this. Users of Homeaglow frequently claim that the company engages in deceptive practices and that it is positive reviews may be misleading or controlled. Okay. Many customers report being unknowingly signed up for a cost of monthly subscription after an initial low price offer, $19 for cleaning, for example. And they have difficulty canceling the service and no show cleaners. Okay. We kind of been through this. For people that are actually a cleaner, if you have a job as a cleaner on here, let me show you this. If you wanted to quit Homeaglow, you got to contact customer support to close your account and stop receiving job requests. It says, but be aware of potential issues like automatic 1-star reviews. So if you try to quit Homeaglow, they put you in an automatic 1-star review. If you have 5-star reviews and you want to quit, why would your 5-star reviews go down to 1 star? You also get loss of pay for any canceled jobs, and you'll have a profile impact. All right. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Let me show you what they make. And this is why you saw Epic Mindsets, aka Prosecutor of Evil, putting up $30 an hour. Okay. Homeaglow cleaners are independent contractors. Is that not what we heard Prosecutor of Evil utter out of his own mouth? We played the videos. We heard that. Okay. It says they're independent contractors, not employees, who set their own hourly rates, often $20 to $28 an hour. He said $30 an hour. And they keep 100% of it plus tips. So it sounds like, hey, you making good money. If I charge $20 an hour. If I work 2 hours, I keep the $40 plus tips. It's all mine. This is how Homeaglow gets paid. Homeaglow makes money from client subscription and booking fees. So when you book as a customer to get that first $19 cleaning service, Homeaglow don't care about the money you as a cleaner going to make off of the customer, because they're locking the customer in, or should I say you're locking the customer in into a subscription or booking fees. Okay. Homeaglow does not make their money directly from cleaner pay, though some cleaners report platform processing fees for instant pay or specific services. So as a cleaner, you're having to pay processing fees for instant pay or certain services that you offer as a cleaner. Okay. And it says, while failing, the platform lacks support for issues like cancellation. So it's a lot of issues. Here it says that as far as the earnings, most earn $50 to $100 per job, depending on hours, with potential for good monthly income. They're saying you can make 3 to 4K with consistent work. Okay. Mind you got to pay taxes on all this stuff. And I wonder how many of these people paying taxes. So what I want to get into is some actual video footage. We'll leave this guy we'll leave this guy on the screen just so you can look at him, okay? We'll leave him on the screen. Just so you can see him, all right? Uh, I tell you, well, like I said, we'll leave him up here on the screen. All right. Now, let's get into some actual videos I want you to see from people, because this guy's legitimacy, talking about, yeah, I'm on like, he's trying to make it seem like he's on such a legit platform, and like he got a foothold to actually talk about Ringo's legitimacy or my legitimacy or anybody's legitimacy. This guy cannot talk. And then he's associated with another content creator who has no legitimacy. And people believe in these people. Now, let me show you this real quick. Watch this. We're going to pull up some videos. All right. This guy just need to go sit down. He need to go sit down, take accountability. If he wants to have a cleaning business, he need to do this the legit way, not the way that he's been doing. Okay. I'm just going to kind of go down the list. I want to jump around, but I'm just going to go down the list. Let's go.
Okay, y'all, I'm pissed. I hired Homeaglow cleaning service. You know, you see their commercials on TV. Hired them to come out and clean my house today. Wanted to come home to a clean house. Come home. You know, it's not awful. From a distance, it looks, decent. Well, let me just show you. Let me just get real close up and personal because I'm pissed. The sink. Like, disgusting. I cleaned all the dishes before they came. The sink is freaking disgusting. The bathroom sink, you can clearly see that she didn't clean it. Clearly. The toilet.
Shout out to Waco in the chat. She says she has a friend that does that kind of work. She barely makes anything at all. This is what I'm talking about. This guy's running around like he's super successful, like he just balling out of control. And yeah, I got all these businesses. They so successful. If that was the case, y'all, his presentation would be totally different. And, you know, and in that other video, he's walking around, you know, in the video with no shirt on. Let me show you this real quick. Hold on. Let me get this on the screen. And we'll continue the videos, because the videos is where it's at. Like, a successful business owner is not going to be walking around like this. Okay. It's not going to be walking around like this. Let's go.
I love the fact that you think that. I love the fact that you think that the feedback is made up. Maybe it's reasonable to believe that. I didn't realize that. I knew it was great to do 50, to be 50 and 0. I said, I'm going to get 50 5-star reviews. And I got 50 5-star reviews because I offer value. I explain to people that I'm not coming in with chemicals. I explain why I started using it. I do an amazing job, big bro. Hold on a minute. You want to know how I got the stove that clean? I'll show you. Because I use tools, brother, like that. That's how I got the stove that clean. You telling them I lied, bro. You told them I lied. That's how I got the before and after, big bro. Let me give you some more.
I mean, showing a tool like that just doesn't prove anything. Okay, that means nothing. Let's go.
You told him I lied, big bro.
Why don't you show a video of you actually like doing work? Show a video of you actually cleaning. How about that? I'm giving you ideas. Let's go.
You lied. You lied, my man. Hold on a minute, because y'all think it's a game. How do I get the stove like that?
And if he's unzipping a bag full of tools, why he going to get those select tools? Why don't he just bring the whole bag over there and show you, look, I got a whole bag of tools. Come on now.
Man lied to y'all. I get the stove like that with a steamer, my man. A professional steamer, okay? I get the job done, my man. I'm very good at what I do. And I ain't just somebody that's doing this. I have big dreams.
You got big dreams of working on a platform that's known for scamming people? Okay.
Kicks are fake? I didn't pay attention to the details of what you're saying with that. I heard enough when I just seen you in disbelief of my hard work. That was enough for me. I don't know what you said about the kicks, but I ordered my prototypes. They coming in. Let me know your size. I hope you're one of the people to buy. I hope you're one of the first to buy.
That's a whole nother conversation when we talk about his shoes and clothing business.
Because they're dope. You into fashion, right?
So he's talking. First of all, why don't this guy put on some clothes? You know, as a successful business owner, why are you doing videos like this, man? Like, just stop. Just stop. You're doing videos like this, and you don't even have proper attire on. You don't need to be presenting yourself like that, especially with the type of business you got. So anyway, let's go back to this video. Let's go.
Definitely wasn't cleaned. Don't be judging me. We're busy with work and sports all the time. Y'all know how it goes. That's why I hired somebody. The table. Not even wiped off. I mean, come on now. My daughter's room. It's not like it's a disaster, but it's just how I left it. Nothing has been wiped off. Nothing. All right, then we have the bathroom. This toilet, I know, it's disturbing. Don't judge. But that's why I hired somebody once again. Bathtub, not clean. Toilet, not clean. She says she wiped the windows down. Not looking like it to me. Our dog got out of his crate last night, chewed up some carpet on the stairs. Clearly, nothing was vacuumed. The basement floor. Clearly. I mean, how's this clean? And don't judge. This basement toilet doesn't get used because something's wrong with it, so it has a buildup in there. But, as you can see, not clean. Salon room. Nothing's wiped down. Basement. Thank you for throwing all my pillows on my couch. Carpet. Not clean. Oh, that was sweet of you to throw all that stuff in a pile right there. So sweet. This doesn't look wiped down. I don't know about y'all, but I'm over it. Okay, guys, let me just tell y'all this one more time. Again, I hired her for my first time cleaning, was going to be $79, right? She comes out, she cleans for the 6 hours, thinking my house was going to be spotless. Then she leaves, calls me and leaves. And then she calls me to tell me that she was leaving, but then I get an additional charge for $50. She won't answer any of my phone calls. I don't know what that $50 extra for, but I'm about to lose my mind, people. Do not use Homeaglow.
Y'all heard that? Let's go to the next one. Like I said, I'm just going down. I was going to play certain ones. I'm just going down the list. Let's go.
I'm considering using Homeaglow. Do not use it. I got scammed out of $1,646. They advertised like a cheap initial cleaning, and my normal house cleaner canceled, and I had my daughter's birthday coming up, and I didn't feel like scrubbing my house from top to bottom. So I went and opted and tried to use this service. I got my house cleaned on May 1st. My daughter's birthday was May 2nd, and overnight I got hit with a series of charges. So the house cleaner had went into my closet and stole my credit card information. How I know that is because she took my full government name. Not many people know my full government name. My first name is Akima. It's a nickname. So she took that and used my billing address, but changed the address that it was going to be shipped to. She charged my card at Hibbett Sports for $336.15. That was declined because of suspicious activity. But she charged my card again at Winter's Beauty for $660. That went through, and I didn't see these charges till the morning. And basically, when your account's pending, it shows the business's phone number. So I plugged the phone number in Cash App, and I seen that it was an actual person. So the following day, I texted this person and I let them know that the charge wasn't me. And she told me,
and let me comment on this real quick. Waco says, "Oh wow, I got a house cleaner. She's great. I use a service called Carver Cleaning Services." See, Waco, the service that you're using is actually a legitimate service. Okay. There are legitimate cleaner services. This is not to say that you can't utilize or go work for a legitimate cleaning service. What we're talking about is Homeaglow is known for scamming people, known to not be legit. I mean, and there's just so many things that they do. I'm gonna show you another video in a second. It's so much that they just don't do. It's just insane. And for this guy to be coming up in here talking about he's checkmating Ringo and all of this stuff, you need to go sit down. Him, just like his so-called big brother, he looking up to the other content creator. They all working for these fraudulent companies because they're frauds. They're fake. Don't you hear the saying on social media when people are fake? This is the proof right here. Let's go.
she told me it was flagged anyway for suspicious activity. Basically, the person tried to buy bundles, and she used my full name. And the salon owner showed me, like, on her end that it was flagged, and she tried to use my card at 3:53 a.m. How would a person know my full government name, my billing zip code? Like, it's only evident that it was her. So I had my rent set up to take out on the 1st through a check, and it was bounced because of this fraud on my account. So I did inquire a $150 late charge for my rent, and I reported this to Navy Federal, and they told me it could take up to 10 days for the credit. So my rent, I did pay my rent late because of this $660 that I didn't account of being scammed. And then as of yesterday, I realized that she took my Apple Watch too. And me, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. So it's like, I'm like, even when I think that my card was used, I'm like, it's still a probability that it wasn't her. But my Apple Watch was in my closet next to my wallet, and she went in my wallet and she took a picture of my card. So I canceled all of my cards. So basically, she charged it for the $660 for the hair. Then she tried to use it at Hibbett. Then I did inquire a late fee, which was $150, and then she got off with a $500 Apple Watch, and it was one of the newest ones. So I'm just posting this to, like, tell people, just be aware of Homeaglow. Do not use Homeaglow. I stayed in the Atlanta area, so the place that she did try to use my card for to get the bundles from, it is Atlanta. So it's like, if it talk like a duck, it's a duck. If it's quack like a duck, it's a duck. So she did use my card for $660. However, her ass is not about to get those bundles, and I'm about to make a claim through my insurance policy so I can get my Apple Watch back. And I will be going later today to make a police report. I wasn't going to harp on this, but the Apple Watch is just too much. Like, how can you see my house and you come in my home and you steal my belongings? Like, I feel completely violated, and I can't believe this. I'm from Chicago. Like, my city scams, but Atlanta scamming is a whole different ball game. Like, that's so wrong to do to somebody. I got 2 kids to feed, and you scam me out of all of this money. Like, and I feel so emotional because it's like, I tipped the person. I was very optimistic. I was very respectful. She went in my closet. Mind you, I have over 30-something purses in my closet. So for her to pick the right purse for my wallet at, it's kind of crazy. Like, I can't believe this. And I did reach out to Homeaglow. Homeaglow is like, they get you to get a subscription plan, and they charge you $50 for a subscription plan, and they don't let you cancel it before 6 months, or they're going to charge you the initial cleaning fee. I'm trying to currently get refunded for all of this because this is too much. Like, I feel so violated as a human, and I don't feel like I deserve this. I can't catch a fucking break. Literally. I never pay my rent late. I had to pay it late because someone scammed me out of money I worked hard for. I worked hard to provide my kids the best and my life the best. You know what I mean? And for someone to just come in and just take my shit, no, I'm like, I wasn't even going to harp on it, but then I realized my watch was missing. Now I'm mad as hell. I'm going to the police station now, and I want them to investigate because she took my whole government name. She used my government name, my name, to commit fraud. Used my billing address and just changed the shipping address. Like, she tried to flee as hell off of my dime, and that's so fucking wrong. And My bank told me to freeze my card when I go to sleep, so I'm gonna do that now. I had to replace my entire wallet. I had to make sure my birth certificate there, my social security there, all of that. Like, how the hell do somebody do that to somebody? Like, that is so fucking wicked, and you will not catch your blessings doing that to other people. I believe in karma, and I believe in God, and God do not like that, because why would you do that to me?
Yo, I'm telling you. On to the next one. On to the next one. I may skip around. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna skip.
Homeaglow, you better count your fucking days. If you don't know about Homeaglow, they're a cleaning service that's been like going around advertising $19 cleanings. But in reality, the first cleaning is 19 bucks. And then what they do is they lock you into a subscription with $100 like a slot cleanings every single time. And the worst part of it all is they charge you hundreds of dollars to cancel this fucking thing. The crazy part is that they've gotten so many negative reviews recently that they've permanently closed their Google page so you can't leave more negative reviews. They've permanently closed their Google page so you can't leave more negative reviews. They've permanently closed their Google page so you can't leave more negative reviews. They've permanently closed their Google page so you can't leave more negative reviews.
Now, all the reputable sites, all the reputable places that could be backed, that have a verification process, have a you could say proof of legitimacy. All of those places have closed their doors to Homeaglow. And this is the platform that Prosecutor of Evil, Apologetics, formerly known as Epic Mindsets, have decided to yoke themselves on and try to make it seem like he got a legit cleaning business. This even takes the legitimacy out of everything else that he's doing, because folks like, wait a minute, why you want to be on a platform like that? Why you not actually like, you know what? Yeah, I was wrong. I need to get up off this platform. Let me fall back. Let me just do my cleaning business this way. Because see, if he actually decided to go through and have a cleaning business, there are certain things he's going to have. He's going to have certain credentials, certain insurance. There's a list of things I don't want to get into. And he's not moving legit. You see what I'm saying? But they want to act like legit. These guys act like they're legit. Same thing with New Breed. He's talking about he's a travel agent. But if he was a real legitimate travel agent, there's certain things that he needs to have in place. I tell you, man, I if I even start getting into these things and people be believing them, people listen. If y'all want to believe the scam, that's on you. Just don't come crying to me. Don't come brainwaves talking about I got scammed. Or this wasn't legit like I thought, or I got caught up in something because I was associated with them. Hey, I'm trying to tell y'all. It's on you. I lead you to the water. If you don't want to drink it, that's your fault. Let's go.
I've already went and submitted a complaint with the BBB, and I've disputed that cancellation charge with my credit card company. So, like, do not fucking use these guys, dude. Like, you should actually just fucking clean it yourself at this point. Homeaglow,
you see? You should just clean it yourself at this point. On to the next one.
So y'all know if I don't do nothing else, I'm going to learn a life lesson that I would have been fine without ever learning, okay? So listen, y'all know I'm still here in Kyrgyzstan, right? And so y'all remember the other day I was like, I got a pharmacy to buy my nebulizer. Cool. So I'm at the pharmacy purchasing my nebulizer. I go to give her my card to pay for it, and the message rejected by terminal. Not declined, rejected by terminal. So I'm like, that's weird, because you tried a few times. She tried a few more times, same message. Cool, give her 2 different cards, same message. I said, this is weird. Could you restart it? I said, you know what? Let me go to the ATM and just get you the cash and pay for it, right? Left out, go to the ATM. Now, I'm at the ATM, withdraw the money, but because she tried my card a few times, I'm like, let me check my bank account. I go to check my account. There's 7 charges for $59, which means that's like, what, $413 or something like that, right? Cool. So I called the bank, and I went back to the pharmacy. I called the bank, and I told the pharmacy tech, I said, hey, before I pay you, let me get this straight now, because clearly I'm already paid 7 times, right? So called the bank. I said, hey, I'm at the pharmacy. I'm trying to buy this nebulizer, and I don't actually have it, but I see that there are 7 charges. Do y'all mind just go ahead and reversing it? I'm at the pharmacy, so you could talk to them. They confirm I actually don't have the product, right? And then plus when the bank sees 7 charges the same amount, you already know they look like, oh my gosh, what is this? This error? You know what I'm saying? So cool. So I called the bank. The tech called her people. Coming to find out, they rejected all my cards because they no longer accept those American cards. And I'm like, that's weird, because I just bought some from them like a couple of weeks before with American. When I say American, not American Express, but any of the American backed bank cards, I guess. So, cool. Talking to the bank. The bank's like, this not a pharmacy, or does this sound familiar to you? It's called Homeaglow. Homeaglow? The housekeeping company I used at February the 25th? I said, dispute them charges. And the bank was like, we don't mind doing that process for you, but it'll be quicker for you if you just call them to get a refund. And I said, okay, but just know I still want them disputed. But okay, cool. I reach out to Homeaglow via email. Now, one thing about me, babes, I'm going to stand 10 toes down. But, you know, I don't want to come in strong arming y'all, because I want y'all to go ahead and do the right thing, right? Okay. Sent them an email showing a screenshot showing that I only had that one cleaning. Now, this is important to this conversation. My cleaning was February 25th. It actually was a closet organization for 4 hours. And I had went on my account that same day of February the 25th to put no reoccurring, just like that one-time thing, opted out of promotional messages, all that good stuff, right? So cool. So I sent that to them, and I specifically asked for a refund of all that money, for them to close my to delete my card off they out they files or whatever, and to close my account. That's what I asked for. They respond back letting me know we cannot refund you, but we can give you a credit. So I'm asking for y'all to close my account and you add credits to my account. It's called manipulative retention, in case y'all don't know. Also, it's giving you violating consumer rights under the FTC. Just saying, right? Then they tell me that the reason why they can't refund me is because when I click to pay for that promotional services, unbeknownst to me, I had signed up for a membership. I said, I didn't knowingly sign up for a membership. There's nothing near. My bad, I was like, there's nothing near that checkout letting you know about this $59 or any of that stuff. I was like, so I was unaware of that. So that sounds like an unintentional sign up there, you know. So anyway, they still trying to stand firm on what they said. Okay, I feel you. Mind you, when I talked to the bank too, the bank had told me that they can do a permanent ban of that merchant. I said, cool, yeah, let's do that. I got a voicemail last night because y'all know I'm in a different time zone. The bank can't do it because this company got multiple variations of their name. So when I call the bank back, baby, I don't care if they got 50 variations. Ban every one of them. Go down the line. I don't. Okay, cool. And also the bank, of course, is finna start the dispute process, all that good stuff, right? So, okay, cool. Oh, and they also told me because they got so many variations, essentially, do I just want a new card? Baby, I'm in Kyrgyzstan. I can't get that new card. So yeah, that's that. So cool with them and this email. And they trying to be cute and stuff. And it's like, baby, you got the right one, because I stand 10 toes down behind me every time. So I'm pointing out about how they violate consumer rights, because not out of ask you to delete my account and you add promotional credits. Why would you do that? Then they had the audacity to tell me that I had went in and updated my card information. No, I didn't. That's the same card that's been on file since February. I didn't go in and update nothing. I didn't. I hadn't even been in that account since February and just got on to try to close my account and delete my card information. Couldn't do neither, which is why I was asking them to do it. So, not you lying to me about me. The boldness of it all, right? So, cool. I'm still standing firm in what I said and still outlining how their said behaviors are violating consumer rights. Different consumer rights, like little clauses, right? Cool. And so then, I guess since they seen I was standing firm on that, then they will delete your card off file. Keep in mind, they're still refusing to delete my account. And they're not saying, no, I won't delete your account. What they're doing is keep adding promotional credits, where it went from $20 credit to $206 credit, right? So the next day, after all this communication with them, because I had already went to the bank. They don't know I done went to the bank. So after all this communication back and forth, and them still trying to, and you could tell that they are used to this by the way in which they was trying to respond. And I guess they thought I was just regular degular. No, I'm not your average. So the next day, the headquarter person, because customer support had forwarded my email to headquarters, because I could see from the email her name, and it says headquarters when she signed. I guess to escalate it, and I guess she thought that I was just gonna be okay with what she was saying. No, I said what I said. So this heifer, the next day, sends me directly a promotional email from Homeaglow. So now you trying to be cute, you trying to be funny. Okay. Not you sending me a promotional email directly. And when I had already opted out of that, ooh, thank you, babes. Thank you. That following email I sent, the reply to headquarters sent back, my account will be deleted and my card that same day. I bet it will, because find you somebody else to play with. And now as I'm waiting on this bank and this dispute and whatever, I am going to report them through what is that, the consumer fraud and all that stuff, but the government shut down right now, so I gotta wait till the government open back up. But I would definitely be reporting them for sure. So that's just my experience of dealing with them. Hey, book their services at your own will, or make sure you cancel and close your account right after their promotion. Okay, even if you ain't got no reoccurring booking set up, cancel and close. Why she so close to me?
It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Let's continue.
Homeaglow, count your days. Count your days. Y'all, they try to lock you into a monthly rate. Okay, cool. I was gonna let that slide. But y'all, this lady came and played in my house today. I worked from home today, so I was there to kind of witness the process, and then didn't take the trash out. I just had to load my car up with the trash in the rain and take it myself. Do you know how fast I called my federal credit union? They played in my face. Now I feel even more overwhelmed because I just basically want to do it myself. Can somebody, sweet abuela, come help me out? That's in Oklahoma City, because this is crazy. I felt overwhelmed already, and Homeaglow literally made me feel more overwhelmed. Luckily, I'm a positive person, so I'm gonna make it through, but dang. Mind you, this is the clean kitchen. This is the trash she did not take out. Yeah, I just needed a little help, and that's what I got.
It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Let's continue. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one here. Let me see.
Okay, don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. It's not worth it. Okay, so find yourself a good cleaner that you can rely on and that will learn to know you and know how to do your work. That will do your work on a regular basis. But this is not it. Don't waste your money. This is the true definition of you get what you pay for. So, lesson learned for me. I kind of had a feeling, but you know, it's one of those things where you want to try it before you dismiss it. So I've tried it and I'll never try it again. Period. I know better. You know I know better. Everybody know I know better. I had one of those days where nothing was going my way, but the one thing that struck me the most is this cleaner guy. It was terrible. Like terrible. I've never had anything like it. Like I've never experienced anything worse. Like I should have known better. You know, when something sounds too good to be true, it really is. It really is. First of all, this guy came 2 hours late. And then, you know, I should have known. I should have just canceled. But I was like, okay, I did want to do the review for it. So I was like, I'm not going to have an accurate review until the work is actually done and I see the result. That way I can have a fair review for the service. So, you know, I was like, okay, I waited for him for 2 hours. He showed up. The first thing first, we don't wear shoes in our house. So usually when my regular cleaners come, they have shoe covering that they bring with them. He didn't have shoe covering. He had dirty sneakers. Imagine, in my house. No, not happening. So I went ahead and found him a small garbage bag to put over his shoes. So he was he was nice enough to wear it. So he put that on and started working. So I booked for 3 hours cleaning. All this guy did was wipe the counters, wipe the mirrors, and made the beds. He didn't do anything. He didn't clean the bathroom. He didn't even mop the floors. He did not mop the floors. He vacuumed. He vacuumed the, like, upstairs, but didn't vacuum the stairs. Like even like the wiping, some areas are still very dusty, and it's terrible. It's just terrible overall. Now I have to look for somebody to clean my house or do it myself. But I don't know. I got so used to like having my cleaners do a deep clean once a month that now I feel like I don't even know how to deep clean anymore. I'm just so lazy to do it. Like, I don't have the time. I'm so busy. But I don't know. It's terrible. It was terrible. This is how much dirt came out of my floors after I cleaned after him. Terrible.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And mind you, these cleaners are having 5-star reviews left on their pages. Okay. Let's see. Check this out.
This is your sign to never, ever, ever book a Homeaglow cleaning.
Because they prey on elderly.
Because I just got told by the cleaning lady after she finished cleaning the house, I was just hoping to get a one-time cleaning for my mom's house. I just need the house cleaned once. She tells me after she's done with everything, I have it on video and I will link it here in a moment, that they are going to now charge me, now that I have done this and when she confirms that the cleaning is done, I am now locked into a contract, which again was nowhere. I will be looking through the fine print and seeing if it's even on there. It is not. If it is, it's so messed up and awful, and this is how she said they literally prey on elderly people. But her words, not mine. That I am now in a 13-month contract of $59.99 a month for a cleaner to come every single month for the next 13 months. How messed up is that? I know companies do that, but that is so fricked up. I am reading this stuff. I'm like, oh great, one time, perfect, let's go. It doesn't say anything anywhere about signing up for a subscription or anything like that. That is so messed up.
Any debits from Homeaglow or cancel your card. That's the only two ways. Canceling your card is really the only way to absolutely guarantee that nothing's going to slip through.
Why do they do that? And how is that?
Because they prey on elderly. Elderly people don't really know how to work the program. And they don't read the fine print. And most people don't. Same exact thing. I'm telling him, and he's doing exactly what you're doing. It doesn't say that. It says that I'm not a member. Right. You're not a member until your first clean is done. What I told him yesterday is basically you now have a silent partner in your banking account.
And this is why when you look at where's the thing at? This is why when you look at this right here, okay, this is why when you look at this right here, look at how it says how many repeat. I guess it don't matter. Look at how it says how many repeat appointments, 30 repeat appointments. This is why he has all these repeat appointments, because those people that he came out to got locked into a contract. See, he'll want you to believe. See, Epic Mindsets, aka Prosecutor of Evil Apologetics, will have you to believe that, he gave a 5-star service and that these people, they were just like, oh, he's so awesome. Look at the reviews and all these reviews are so awesome. And, that's why they decide to keep coming back. What you can clearly see is a track record on how Homeaglow works is that these people get locked into a contract. So they have to come back unless those people somehow find a way to cancel. And if they cancel, they're going to be paying a couple $100 or more in cancellation fees. So that's why you saw all of those, you saw those repeat, what is it here? You see here, he's got 30. Look right here. He's got 30 repeat appointments. That's why he's got these repeat appointments. To those that don't know how this company operates and don't understand this, it looked like all of this is legit. But you can see that this is just all fraudulent. You understand? All of this is fraudulent, how this company operate, how it get down. I mean, even if he did do a good job or whatever, it's just fraudulent. And that's how these guys operate. But they want to run around here on social media like they calling all the shots. They need to go sit down. Listen, this is Brainwavezz Advice Topics LLC. We ain't playing around over here. That's what I do. I'm one of the best to ever grace any platform. I could go to any place at any platform and do the same job. It doesn't matter whether it's an in-person situation, investigating and exposing the truth. If it's on a social media platform, it doesn't matter. I'm one of the best to ever do this, right? Not my words, according to other people. So when you see this right here, this repeat appointments, that's why this is on here. Do you understand? You understand? Okay. Let's continue her video.
For the next 13 months, they will charge your card $59.99, and they will send somebody here at least once a month for a clean. And if you turn those people away, you're still having to pay for the clean. Mark my words, I have gotten so many text messages, people talking about, I will sue you, this is fraud. I just showed up at your house and cleaned your home. I didn't touch nothing I wasn't supposed to. Like, I didn't do anything. I showed up and cleaned. That's what I was supposed to do. I showed up when I was supposed to show up. I left when I was supposed to leave. I cashed out. I don't have any control over anything other than showing up and leaving.
Mind you, you're hearing an actual cleaner speak. Okay, that is a cleaner that you're hearing speak, saying that she doesn't have control over anything other than showing up and leaving. So all she can do is show up, clean, leave, and take your money. So that whole get in charge of monthly membership and all that, that's how the company operates. But yet they call them independent contractors. And see, that's making all of these cleaners look bad. It's making all of them look bad. But specifically Epic Mindsets, Prosecutor of Evil. He's on this platform. He's going around bragging and boasting like he's just a man, like his business is so legit. Listen, man, I'm telling you, man, you got to watch out for these people on social media. Let's go.
From experience, this is what's going to happen to you.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know that.
Because I don't want you texting me at 11 o'clock tonight talking about you stole $60 off. No.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, and when you tip through the app, we don't get that.
So yeah, they don't even get tipped through the app.
But see, then we see earlier that Homeaglow advertises to even cleaners that they get to keep 100% of their revenue in tips. Didn't we see that earlier? Look at this. We get this back on the screen real quick. Hold on. Let's see. Right here. It says Homeaglow cleaners are independent contractors, not employees, who set their own hourly rates, often $20 to $28 an hour, and keep 100% of it plus tips. The company tells you you get to keep 100% of your hourly rate plus tips. So we got a video right here where the cleaner is telling you she don't even get to get tips.
No.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, and when you tip through the app, we don't get that.
So yeah, they don't even get tipped through the app. They don't get the tip. So that is so fricked up. And I just share this with anyone who has considered that, who has been through that. And she said it's very hard to contact customer service as it is for them. So wish me luck. I might be having to cancel my credit card here.
This is crazy. See all these people having to cancel their card. Let's see. Let's go. Look at this.
So Homeaglow
I'm gonna tell you this personally and personally. I know you're in Texas, and you got a number in California. I don't know, and I don't give a flying. You catch my idea. But right now, y'all motherfuckers took $150 from me. First time I used y'all, it was okay. I said, all right, $20 subscription fee. It took $150 from me, and then I tried to call y'all to unsubscribe it. The person said that it was going to do it, which I don't trust at all. Y'all here scamming people. And Homeaglow, I'm going to tell you this now. I got bad reviews already. I just looked on your site. It's just on this site and other sites, TikTok, Instagram, and all that stuff. I didn't know y'all was out here scamming people. Y'all gonna pay for that. I promise you that. That $150, I bank already on y'all. I'm gonna make sure y'all gonna pay for that. I'm gonna get my money back. But Homeaglow, everybody else, please don't use them. I'm telling you this just for preference. Keep your don't waste your money. Just get somebody in the streets to clean it. But other than that, don't use Homeaglow.
Man, oh man, oh man. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. This is Trustpilot. Homeaglow's rating on there is a 1.3. Bad. 1 star. Out of 1,880 reviews. This is crazy. I'm just gonna read these two right here. Brady Lane 5 days ago said this company is a scam. They get you to sign a contract, and if you cancel, you have to pay a fee. There is no phone number or immediate contact to try to speak to someone. They no-showed twice. What is it? Let's see. Is this shown on the screen? Yeah, you can see it. They no-showed twice after saying someone was on their way. My girlfriend took off of work twice to take the dog somewhere, and they never showed. Trying to get the membership canceled, and it's been a nightmare for her. They subcontract this work out, so you are getting whoever to come to your house. This company is not trustworthy and absolute scam. Stay away. There are too many reputable cleaning companies and people that don't try to lure you into a lease contract who will actually clean your house. And see, this is why we talk about with Prosecutor of Evil. He's talking about he's legit. I got 52, 54 5-star reviews. But do you tell people that when you come out, it's going to come with the customers automatically having to sign a contract, automatically having to enroll in the contract? They're paying you, thinking they paying you $30 an hour for whatever time you come out plus tips. They got to pay that plus $59 a month and whatever else. See, he don't tell you that, though. None of these guys tell you anything. Same thing with New Breed. He don't tell you how he's legit. All these guys are frauds, man. I'm telling you, all these guys are frauds. Every last one of them. And they all run together and they all do fraudulent work. I'm gonna read this one right here. We're gonna go. This is Thomas Hoffman from December the 8th. He says, when you schedule a service, they never actually show up at that time. They keep coming up with different times of the day to show up. That's not how this should work. I canceled the service in September, and in December, they charged me $400. $400 in December for Christmas. It's bad any time of the year, but that's definitely bad for Christmas. $400. For those of you that celebrate Christmas and the holidays or whatever, $400. He says, horrible experience, total scam. He says they are actually detrimental to their actually competent cleaning staff with their deceiving conduct of business. And this is what I'm saying. Even if you're a legit cleaner, even if Epic Mindset is actually a legit cleaner, he's associated with all this. He's associated with these scams. And he got the nerve to come up here on social media like he running things. Bruh, go sit down. Bruh, why don't you listen to somebody who really knows about his business? Someone who has actually coached other people with their businesses, who has a proven track record, that's not associated with no company that's a scam. Come on now. I'm telling you, man, you can't make this stuff up. Let's continue.
Girl, I never knew that there was somebody more sneaky than my ex. Well, let me tell you, it's the people at Homeaglow. They're finessing people left and right, and I don't want that to happen to you, so listen up. When you first go to the Homeaglow website, they're instantly promoting the $19 cleanings. Then you put your zip code in, and all of a sudden, there's a 10-minute timer telling you that there's only a few more $19 cleanings left in your area, and you gotta hurry up. And you, being the sweet, beautiful, innocent human being that you are, you fall for it. And now they got your ass with that fake sense of urgency. Yeah, fake, because if you had waited out the 10 minutes, that timer would have restarted. But now it's too late, because you probably didn't read the small print. Yeah, you're going to get a $19 cleaning for 3 hours. So those baseboards getting scrubbed and the doors and the cabinets and your oven getting cleaned, baby, that's not happening in 3 hours. And every cleaning after that is $18 an hour. Oh, and you also had to sign up for a 6-month commitment, which goes for $49 per month. And you're probably like, Carly, wait, calm down. It says I can cancel anytime. Yeah, you can cancel anytime, but canceling before the 6-month mark means your first cleaning will be charged at full price. And girl, please listen to this mess. They can't even give you the total of that because the cleaners decide on their own rate and you chose your cleaner, which means it's your risk to take. And on top of that, there's a cancellation fee that can be between $150 to $200. So my friends, what did we learn today? Homeaglow is messy and you gotta make sure that you read the small print.
This is crazy, y'all. This is absolutely crazy. This is, I mean, this can just go on and on and on.
You know, sometimes I think I'm the problem. I gotta be the problem. I have to be the problem because it's no way. It's no way. I was so tired last night when I came in the house last night after the lady left. I couldn't even show y'all the work that she did. But I'm gonna show y'all now. Now I use this company called Homeaglow. Terrible. This is the messages. I said I'm not only looking for someone to clean, but also someone who tidies up and puts things away, like dishes, empties trash, etc. I also need someone who pays attention to the small areas, air vents, dust, things, because I have severe allergies. What they say? Okay, perfect. Thank you for sharing your request with us. We'll be happy to improve, I don't know what they say, with something. But they said they could do it. They said they could do it. They said, and again, I paid extra for the premium cleaners. The best of the best. We'll send you the best cleaners that we have. Okay, I want the best cleaners you got. I'll pay the upcharge. This is trash. She put the fan in here with the makeup. This is how she left this area here. This is her putting the pillows up. Just left that there. She put this here. Is that dust I see? That's dust. Yeah, it is. And this. I just wiped the baseboard. This baseboard right here. Just this one. Right here. And this is the dirt from the baseboard. So if you didn't even wipe the baseboard that's in plain view, I know you didn't clean the rest of them bitches. Homeaglow, you charged me $200 to have someone come clean my house yesterday. They were here for 10 hours. And this is what I just swept up today. What were they here doing for 10 hours? What was I being charged $200 for? And paid premium for premium cleaners.
Is that what Epic Mindset's doing? He probably considers himself a premium cleaner. So, he could charge extra. He got his own soaps and all of that. I'm offering people natural, cleaning stuff. But do you tell people they got to pay a contract, and if they cancel, they got to pay, $100 to $400? Do you tell them that? I mean, there's so many other cleaning services. Even if you were to pay some type of monthly plan, it'd be far cheaper than this, and you would get reliable service. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, this is wild, man. It's absolutely wild. Let's do this. And this person was actually a cleaner.
Hey y'all, I got a story time while I put these press-ons on my nails. So I used to work for Homeaglow, the cleaning service where like you hire a random person to come clean your house or just wherever you live at. Mind you, the process in which it takes to even become a cleaner for Homeaglow is just so crazy. Like,
listen to the process of becoming a cleaner with Homeaglow. I want you to listen.
It's so easy. Like, it's so easy. Literally, all you do, you apply. They do like a little background check. I think you have to like submit your ID and stuff like that. And then you have to take a picture of a vacuum, a broom, and like a dustpan or something. Like, it's literally the easiest thing. So anyway, I was working for them and I was doing pretty good. You can really make some really good money on Homeaglow. But this is what made me quit. This is why I don't work for Homeaglow anymore. So, it wasn't just one thing, but this is one of the stories that really made it hard for me to want to go back.
Shout out to Marissa Eldris with a $20 super chat. Thank you for funding this particular live stream. I appreciate you as always, Marissa. She says, I appreciate you exposing this scam. I personally am super private and couldn't imagine a stranger in my home. Definitely ramming about, shaking my head. Yeah. Not only do you have a stranger in your home, a stranger, who is not licensed, not bonded, listen, it's a whole lot of stuff here. They just coming through cleaning. What if they break something? What if they do something? You think if these people are having issues with even getting their homes clean, do you think they're going to actually stand behind that and come out their pocket? They're not. They're going to put it on a company. And you think Homeaglow is going to stand behind that? No. If something gets damaged, something happens to your property. See, there's a lot of things that you have to talk about when it comes to legitimacy. And this is why Epic Mindset need to just go sit down. He need to stop talking, come up here talking about, I got this shoe business, I'm designing, I'm a designer. Listen, there's a lot of steps of legitimacy, even when it comes to having products. Okay. People think that just because they got a creative idea and they got a little software or something, they could just go out and go create something and that make them a designer. Nah, man. Listen, he does not even want me to go down that particular rabbit hole. But if he talks smack, if he's not listening and taking accountability for how he's operating fraudulently on this fraudulent platform, even if he's cleaning and doing whatever, listen, he's associating himself with that. And this is a known fact. This ain't no secret. This is a known fact. If he want to look into this company to get going, he should know this. Okay. Like you as an employee, if you want to go work for an employer or you work for a company, you need to know about the company you're going to work for. You know what I'm saying? You got to do the research. That's why they ask you in the interview. Do you have any questions for us? Is there anything you got for me? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. I used to hire and fire myself. So I know all about this. That's why they ask you this. So you can ask and find out if it's something you didn't know. So you can find out, well, I don't want to work for this company. I don't know about their legitimacy. Come on now. But this is what Epic, now prosecutor of evil apologetics, decided to yoke himself with. Just like his boy New Breed. They be yoking themselves to these fraudulent companies, claiming that they legit, man. And the receipts are all out there. The receipts are out. Like, these videos are endless. But let's go.
So I had worked a few jobs before, and this particular house that I got hired for, it was actually an apartment. And I've never worked for an apartment. I had only ever worked inside of like houses, or really just only houses. Like, I've only worked at a house. So the lady put in the notes, let's say her name is Tiffany. I remember her name started with a T, but let's just say her name is Tiffany, because I don't really care about exposing her. There was no HIPAA violations in that process. So Tiffany left notes and said, hey, my key is on the outside of the door, inside of this box. Put this code inside of the box and the key will come out. So I did that. But guess what? Not only did a key come out, a card key came out. So I'm just like, I'm putting 2 and 2 together just because, you know, sometimes I can be a little sleuth. I'm a little nosy. And 2 plus 2 equals you obviously have an Airbnb. You're legally Airbnb-ing your apartment. And you probably do Turo. So I'm like, okay, so she just needs somebody to clean up real quick to make it look good for the next guest. I've stayed at plenty of Airbnbs, so I know what that's like. I was like, I'm gonna make this the best thing ever. Whatever. So I walk in, the apartment is like fairly clean. Like, it actually was like really clean. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it didn't look like I needed to be there. She had hired me to be there for 2 hours, and I think I was gonna get paid either $40 or $60. One of them. I don't remember. So I walk in, and it actually looked like she lived there. Like, she had personal pictures up. She had paintings up. It was very blackalicious. Like, it looked like a black woman lived there. Like, I'm an independent queen. There's like little statues. Like, it was very black woman. Like, so I couldn't tell, did she live here or was this an Airbnb? Because I was confused. Because I was like, it doesn't look like you're ready to have a guest here. It looks like you still stay here. I was just confused, but I was like, you know, I'm gonna mind my business because I'm in this lady's house or apartment. But I'm in this lady's apartment by myself, so I'm gonna just make sure it's clean. I don't know if she got any cameras anywhere, so I'm not about to sit here and just keep looking like, where am I? Like, let's just go ahead and clean. So in the notes, she put, I want you to pay attention to the bedroom and to the bathroom. There's only one bedroom, only one bathroom. Okay, I did that. So she said, I want you to wash the sheets on the bed and vacuum and then do a deep clean in the restroom. That's what I did, okay? Key point. So I take all of the sheets off of the bed to go to the washer to wash the clothes. Now, she has some pretty thick bedding on there. And she said within these 2 hours that she hired me, that she wanted me to wash these blankets. So I'm like, okay, you must have a big washer because this is a lot to wash in 2 hours. You know, like, I don't know if you want me to wash it on quick or what, but maybe you just got, like, I don't know what you got. So I go to the kitchen because that's where the washer and dryer was. Why was the washer and dryer? First of all, it was a washer and dryer. I hate those kind. Like, it was a stacked kind. So the dryer was up here, the washer was down here. And when I tell you it was like this small, I was like, oh, what am I washing in here? Because your blankets don't fit. And your washer doesn't open up all the way. So how am I going to be washing this stuff in 2 hours? How do I do it? So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start. I'm going to wash what I wash, and it is what it is. Because she wanted me to make up the bed as well. So the washer is so old school, there was no option for express wash, okay? It literally just had the timer, and that's it. It was so old school. So I put in what I could fit. Her sheet could fit, one of the other sheets, and maybe some pillowcases. That thing was stuffed. Like, you know the do sound whenever you put too much in the washer? That's what it sounded like, because too much was in there. And I was like, I don't see how any of these things are going to get washed and dried in 2 hours. So I put it in the washer, and it took almost 2 hours for it to wash. So then I was like, okay, so she wanted me to work in the bathroom, so everything's in the washer. While this is in the washer, I'll go to the restroom. I go to the restroom. I take everything out of that restroom because I'm about to do a deep clean. I take everything out of the restroom. I'm scrubbing the counters. Mind you, the restroom wasn't filthy. So it's not like there was like a deep clean, but I understood because I was like, if this is an Airbnb, she wants it to be like clean for the next person. So I'm using all my ingredients because you got to bring your own supplies. I got bleach. I got, what's it called? The scrubby bubble stuff. I got everything. I got everything. So I'm cleaning, I'm scrubbing. She had a glass window on the tub, and I'm scrubbing, and the glass window was clear. It was clear, okay? But she had the scum on it, and I didn't have the ingredients for soap scum because I just didn't think I would ever run into that, and that's my fault, I guess. So I'm washing the soap scum as much as I can. I put bleach on it, put everything, I'm scrubbing it, and eventually it's shiny, but you won't know how clean it is until it dries. And I dried it, first of all. But again, when oxygen hits it, it dries a different way. So the bathroom's clean. Now I'm just like, I don't know what to do because She just said in 2 hours she wants me to wash and dry. So I sit on her couch and I'm just sitting there scrolling on my phone waiting for the washer and dryer to stop because there's nothing else to do. I'm not going to start cleaning other areas she said not to clean. But then I was like, you know what? I don't want her to think that I just sat here for real. So I start cleaning up in the kitchen. I clean everything. I vacuum the living room. It's not a big apartment at all. Like, it's as big as this room. Like, you could walk in and walk right back out. And by the time the 2 hour, like, it's 2 hours now. Like, I'm like, it's been 2 hours. Like, I have to leave. Like, none of this stuff is dry. None of it, anything. So, this part is also key. So, most houses that I've cleaned in, they have trash cans. The people who are, and usually the people who I'm cleaning for are in that house. And they'll see like, oh, she has trash. And they're like, oh, thank you for your services. You can just leave the trash at the door. I'll get it. You can just leave your trash back there, or you can go put the trash back there. Okay, so that's what I'm used to. I was used to people telling me where to put the trash at. So being that this lady was not at her apartment, I'm not about to sit here and run around trying to figure out where your trash can is. Like, I don't see a trash can in the apartment. I don't know if you got valet trash. I don't know where the dumpster is at. And I'm not about to drive around this big, giant apartment, because it was a giant apartment and it was really hard finding her unit in the first place. I had to walk almost 10 minutes just to get to her unit. So I was like, I'm not walking that quickly. So anyway, I'm not walking that far. So anyway, I leave the trash so neatly at the door at that. It was a small bag because I only had the little, trash bag, the small trash bags. And there wasn't that much to clean. I just wiped down stuff like, what? There wasn't that much. So it was a small little trash bag left at the door, okay? Couple days later, after I hadn't got my money, I get a message. Where the F is this? Where the F is that? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? I'm like, wait, ma'am. Who are you talking to? And who are you on my phone? Now, you only can talk to your cleaners through the app, so I knew that it was someone I had cleaned for. But I was just like, who is talking to me like this? Like, excuse me? So she proceeds to talk to me in all capital letters, asking me why I didn't make up the bed, asking me why was the shower like it dried and there's like one spot of like soap scum. So I obviously got it up as much as I could, but she just didn't like that one spot. And she asked me why was that one spot there. And that's pretty much it. Like, she was just going off. She was going off. I was like, ma'am, you booked me for 2 hours and you asked me to wash your bedding, which had multiple pieces in it, inside of your washer and dryer that you knew was old and could only wash one thing at a time. And I explained to her, I said, in the future, if you need somebody to clean longer, then I could offer another hour. I could come back and clean. I was being so professional. I forgot to put my nails on. I'm sitting here putting my nails on. I forgot. But I was so professional with her. I got to do a part 2 because this is about to be up.
Man, that's crazy. You can hear, so that's a story as a cleaner. You can hear her experience wasn't even that good with customers. And I wonder if this customer even knew about the reoccurring fees. So you got to think about this, right? As a cleaner, if your customers don't know about the reoccurring fees, because obviously Prosecutor of Evil did not mention that he tells them that. He didn't see this. I'm telling you, these guys come on social media acting like they legit, but they don't tell you about all this stuff. He didn't tell you about this. He didn't tell you about how Homeaglow works. Why is it that me, Brainwavezz, got to tell you about these things? You see? So imagine if you as a customer, you got a bad experience, even with a cleaner that you believe is good. And then on top of that, then you find out you getting hit with charges and fees, and you're going to think that the cleaner that you see? And then even if you tell them up front, a lot of people going to be like, nah, that's all right. I'll go somewhere else. So it's just, I tell you, man, it's absolutely crazy. But I'm gonna basically go ahead and call it. It's going on midnight. I know a lot of us got to get some sleep. A lot of us got to get up. We got work, got 9 to 5s. I got 9 to 5 to go to as well. I mean, I don't be there at 9 o'clock. I'm like already sweating in the trenches at 9 o'clock. I got to be there while it's still dark outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm the first one up in the house, last one to go to sleep, first one up. But yeah, this is crazy, y'all. This is absolutely crazy. How come Prosecutor of Evil did not tell you how it works? How come he didn't break this down? Just like New Breed, not telling you how the MLM works, that you got to become an independent contractor as a travel agent, and then you are actually the customer. You got to pay a membership fee with that. They make you pay a membership fee somewhere around the same price with Planet Marketing and teletravel. You got to pay a membership fee. You see how these companies work? I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. So, Prosecutor Evil, bruh, you need to sit down and take some advice. You need to quit listening after New Breed. New Breed setting you up for a failure. If you guys, and listen, all of you that view Prosecutor Evil, you need to school this guy. But I know a lot of y'all be on demon time. Y'all don't care. Y'all just thinking that y'all got a one up on Ringo TV reactions. You got a one up on me. Like y'all just sit there and live because y'all jealous and y'all bitter and you mad and you're looking for anything and any reason you can to try to laugh and say something. And you thought your boy Prosecutor of Evil had a one up. Nah, man. And let me make this clear. I haven't even begun to address this guy's clothing business, the shoe designer business thing that he's talking about. Let him keep talking. Let him keep talking. And I'll address that too. These guys are smart. They wouldn't even talk about these things. At least New Breed played the game. Well, I'm just going to avoid. At least he make videos talking about, I'm going to move on and talk about other stuff. He talking about Trump all day, trying to avoid. But I tell you, man, these guys aren't legit. These guys aren't legit. So, hey, listen, you don't believe me, you go out and you find out you get scammed. Don't come over here talking about, oh, I got scammed. I didn't know. Yes, you did, because you saw my video. So if you see my video, you need to heed the warnings and watch out for people like this. That guy, Prosecutor Evil, what guy are we talking about? We're talking about this guy right here. This guy right here, he don't need to open his mouth and make no video. He is in no position to make any video trying to talk about Ringo. He ain't good at this or he got this wrong. Listen, bro, you got a whole lot of things wrong. If we really want to go there and talk about how many things you got wrong, I could literally go through your videos and just point out a ton of things. The fact that he's even associated with New Breed, the most dangerous false prophet in America, you automatically got it wrong. You big up in that guy. Even your man Cloning Cloaks even see what's up. Cloning Cloaks know what's up. Let me show you something real quick, and I'm getting out of here. I'm going to do a video on that. I'm going to do a video on that. Let me show you this. Cloning Cloaks used to be one of the guys that rock with New Breed, and I guess you could say Epic Mindsets as well. Even he see what's up. Let me see. And we already broke this video down, but there was, I want you to see this particular comment here. All right. Get this one on the screen. Give me 1 second, y'all. I want y'all to look at this particular comment. Okay. This is on Cloning Cloak's page. Okay. You can see this for yourself. This is on this video right here where he says still no response for New Breed. Okay. You come down here and this comment right here. Roxanne, I am awake, says, I left New Breed several months ago. I see how evil he's become, and Ringo has exposed it all on him. I can't even look at his fave or something. I'm not sure what that is. It must be a typo. His eyes, I see the demons inside of his eyes. I know you do too. Look at what Clone and Cloak say. Remember, Clone and Cloak was rocking heavy with New Breed. You could say rocking with Epic Mindsets, now Prosecutor of Evil apologetics as well. This is what he said. He says, I see a lot more than I've been saying. Trust me, Clone and Cloak see it. He see it. He know it. He know what time it is. Can't nobody come on social media and tell me that Clone and Cloaks don't know what time it is. That man know what time it is. Okay. He says, I see a lot more than I've been saying. I was kind of hoping I could correct the brother, but I see it's intentional, meaning he see that New Breed's actions of not responding, ignore is intentional. That's an intentional slight. That's an intentional slap in the face. That's intentional disrespect. And then people wonder why me, Ringo, and Rollo have been making the videos that we've been making. Them trolls, that coven over there that want to rock with New Breed. And then Epic Mindset is actually rocking with New Breed, talking about he's an ordained minister, but not so that he can go out there and preach the word of God. But anyway, the comment says, Clone and Close says he sees a lot more than he's been saying. He was kind of hoping that he could correct New Breed, but he sees that it's intentional. He says he's not perfect himself, but when he sees things and he's willing to correct them. The Bible says to judge those off of the fruits of their works. And I'm starting to see the works, men of God versus the ones who are working against him in the spirit of Christ, that we will be bringing to this earth and operating fully in it. I'm telling you, man, even Clone and Cloak see what it is. So, you know, Epic, instead of running around here with, you know, this guy, instead of this guy running around here with, you know, no shirt on, put a shirt on if you call yourself an independent contractor. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself presentable. It's a lot of things you're getting wrong. A lot of things. There are so many things you're getting wrong. You really don't want me to go there. But, you know, if you feel like you froggy, you feel like you know more than me, and you feel like you know what to say, you know, hey, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I be trying to get these people grace, just like the Bible says. I give them grace. I give them time. I wait to respond. But you know, they be hard-headed. They be in their pride. They figure they got one up. And a lot of that has to do with New Breed. They be listening to New Breed, following his lead. Telling you, man. So hey, this guy's fully exposed. We've exposed Prosecutor of Evil Apologetics, formerly Epic Mindsets, about this whole Homeaglow cleaning company scam. All right. It exposes him, and he has fake legitimacy. If this is fake in terms of the legitimacy, listen, it don't matter if any, oh, well, I got these reviews. These people actually left these reviews. It doesn't matter. The fact that you're associated with that company, it negates all those reviews. The fact that, did you tell those people that after you came out the first time that they were locked into a contract? Did you explain that to them? Because again, what you will find with Homeaglow, they delete all the negative reviews. The information's out there. Y'all can look this up. They delete all the negative reviews. So it looked like there's only good reviews. And that's why he was going through the website bragging like, look, is there any 4-star negative reviews? All they do is leave up a 5-star review. If it's a 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, they don't leave them up. They take them out. So it just like, it's just a bomb.com. And you go sign up and then you go find out the hard way. I could show you a slew of more videos of people that's upset with the service, that purchased, did this, didn't realize this. I mean, I could show you video after video after video. I just got started. So this guy not explaining it. It's just like New Breed don't explain stuff. And then once you get locked in, look, you think he care about you. Once you get locked in, he came out, he cleaned. And then you're locked in. So you like, well, shoot, I'm locked in. I might as well have the guy come back and clean. And like I said, even if he did a good job, it's the fact that you're locked in and this is not being explained and people don't know. So I guess he gonna make a video tomorrow. Yeah, I explained this up front and da. And even if he explained this up front, he's still checkbaited because he's associated with this company that's known to be fraudulent, known to be scamming. Listen, he chose to do this year when he got out the homeless shelter. He chose to do this year when he got out of the homeless shelter. That's right. I got all the videos, got all the proof. He could delete stuff. He could take stuff down. I got it all. He chose to yoke himself to this. And he chose to talk about he's manifesting when manifesting is a new age term. How many times I have to tell you that all these guys posing like they men of God, they're new agers. They're into the occult. Okay, they're into satanic practices. That's why they have no problems yoking themselves to companies like this that scam people, that do things. They don't care about what happens to the people once they get you to sign up. Once they get you into that business, that's all they care about. And like I said, when it comes to this particular company with Homeaglow, they delete the negative reviews. So once you sign, once they get you, oh, he came out, he did a good job. after that 5-star review, guess what? You can't leave a negative review because the company itself will delete it. That's outside of the cleaner. So when Ringo did his research and he was talking about this stuff was fake, hey, we standing on business over here. But we'll see what this guy got to say. He probably going to ignore me. You know, that's what they all do. They ignore me because they can't face the truth. So they just go run and hide and stay quiet. They want to talk about Ringo all day, but they stay quiet when it comes to me. I tell you, man. I tell you, listen, the moves that I make, the stuff that I do, I'm legit over here. They can look me up. They can research. Like, dang, that's legit. Dang, that's legit. They got to go make up fake receipts. They got to tell lies and slander, bear false witness. That's what New Breed had to do. Tried to make up stuff. And I debunked all that. Listen, for anything they try to come up and talk about me, they try to attack my credibility and legitimacy. I got more than enough proof, evidence, witnesses, receipts to debunk everything that they try to come up with. But these guys, when I do it, I show you that this goes beyond them, the companies, the people, all of this stuff, and they still have not answered to it. So this shuts down his legitimacy unless this guy take accountability, and I doubt it. I'd be surprised if he takes accountability because he's following in New Breed's footsteps. As long as his mind is focusing, looking at New Breed as big bro, and he's trying to follow that guy, this guy will never take accountability unless he steps out of that path and out of that direction of going about things. So as long as he on that tip, he's not going to take accountability. He's going to avoid. He's going to ignore. He's going to try to come up with something. Listen, bro, your credibility is shot. All the stuff you're trying to do with your businesses and all that is shot. You need to move the correct way. Okay, you're not moving the correct way. And these guys don't want to move the correct way because the truth is not in them. They are warlocks. Y'all got to understand this. This guy's talking about manifesting. That's what warlocks do. And you'll constantly see that they talk about God. They might mention Christ's name, but they don't say, I'm doing this in Christ's name. They don't give Christ the glory. They don't give the Holy Trinity the glory. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It's all about them receiving the glory. Or somebody else that they rock with receive the glory. This guy only come on social media to make videos defending New Breed. But when New Breed is found of being in error, he don't come out and say nothing. He just want to take shots at Ringo all day. That's all he do. The only time he make videos to take shots at Ringo all day. But he called himself a prosecutor of evil. How come this guy don't make videos? He talking about he's an inspirational channel and all this stuff, motivational channel. You're supposed to be following the Bible. You an ordained minister. You're supposed to be preaching the word of God. But yet even this guy said he didn't get ordained. He didn't become an ordained minister to preach the word of God. We played that earlier. So why did you become an ordained minister? What, to try to brag and boast and throw it in our face? You claim that this is getting you closer to God, but yet you not being a doer of the word. This is why I be telling you about these guys. They're not doers of the word. And here it is, this guy is yoking himself with this platform, knowing the scamming people, hurting people. Times are hard. You know, we had the government shut down, lasted 45 days. People still recovering from that. Other situations, other economic things. It's this time of the year, you know, the holidays, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you want to call it. People going to be spending money. People trying to travel, even if they're not spending money. They're trying to see family. People got to eat. I mean, it's a lot going on. It's cold. You know, you got to run your gas bill up, your electricity bill up. You know, listen, man, it's wrong. These guys, man, I'm telling you, they bad news. And this is a warning so that those of you that thinking that this God is prosecutor of evil is moving legit, it's not. It's my job on social media. It's my job on social media to check every last one of these people, expose them, thoroughly expose them with proof, evidence, and receipts. And like I said, if the guy, you know, if he want to smoke, I can go deeper with the expose. This is just surface level exposure. It's just surface level. I'm just getting started with this. So, you know, I suggest these guys take accountability, you know, move correctly. You know, I mean, I'm asking for too much because, you know, they on demon time. They New Agers posing as Hebrew Israelites and Christians and Catholics and Bible followers and Bible scholars and all this stuff. They posing. They're posing to deceive you. That's why you hear the saying in the Bible, wolves in sheep's clothing. They'll present themselves as sheep, but they're ravenous wolves. That's what the scripture says. So, hey, with that being said, I broke this down. We'll see what happens. I hope you all get some good rest. I will catch you all in most likely. I probably will not be going live tomorrow. I've got a party. Actually, I got 2 parties to go to. So I'm gonna be having me a lot of fun. And both parties is gonna be running late. So I'm not gonna be on this thing tomorrow. So we'll see what they say. I'll be on there. Uh, I don't know. I have to see about Thursday because I got an event Thursday too. So maybe Friday. We'll see. But hey, it's been good. Make sure y'all share this video. Make sure you like the video. These guys, this guy can't talk about no legitimacy with anything he's getting into. All this stuff is fake. Like it's just not legit, and he's not going about it the right way. Remember, if someone's doing something that's legit, they're going to move the right way. They're going to be a doer of the word. You hear him talking, you hear him making videos talking about I'm doing this, I'm getting into this. It's a bunch of talk. Listen, especially a lot of folks up north, man. You know, this is no knock to all northerners, but a lot of people from the north, they just be popping off at the mouth. They got a lot to say. They have the gift of gab. They can talk. You understand? And they be having a lot of things to say. But are they actually putting actions behind their words? Are they actually doers of the word? Or are they hypocrites? They say one thing, but then their actions is another. So, hey, sky's been exposed. Y'all know what it is. We heard a lot of testimonials from people. You should have seen some of their TikTok pages if you want to, check them out or what have you. Hey, I also welcome any of you that I shown, any of you TikTokers. If I feel like it, I might reach out to some of y'all. It just depends if I feel like it. But any of you TikTokers that I've shown that your video's been shown on mine tonight, hey, if you want to speak further about your experiences, whether you're a customer, whether you are an employee or what have you, hey, we can make it happen. We can have you as a guest or guests plural on my show. So with that being said, we'll move from there. All right. So peace and blessings to you all. Hope you all have a good night. Get some rest. Be safe. Stay warm. We're gonna continue to expose the evil. So appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and wrap up a couple things, get some sleep. I'm gonna be back up in a couple hours. So I'll catch y'all in the morning, or not on the morning as far as live stream, but it is the morning now because it's after 12. But you know what I'm saying? If one of the brothers on, if I happen to be in the chat, I'll catch